The older you get, the less and less you're going to be able to get away with just lifting under the guise of going harder, pushing further, grinding it out. All you're asking for is injury and metabolic fatigue overload and complete absence of any potential gains or improvement in your body composition at all. And this is what I've learned through hard experience. There's much less margin for error, particularly when you're a natural athlete, particularly when you get in your 30s. To keep grinding it out and pushing, you're absolutely asking for an injury. So this workout is kind of a break from my high intensity, lower volume back to a focused mind-muscle connection, contraction type training that I absolutely just love. Forget about the weights, forget about lifting with your ego. Actually lift with the muscle. Think about the muscle and master the internal stimulus. So we're starting exercise with one of my favorite moves. If I had to only choose one back exercise to the exclusion of all others, it would definitely be this one for back development. It's a one-arm mid-row. I've got a couple pillows I'm sitting on to get my angle correct, and I'm focusing on a full stretch to a full contraction. And notice at the top, I stick my chest out, and I'm rotating, I'm twisting. In order to really activate and stimulate the lower fibers of the lat, you have to twist at the end of the movement. So it's a great movement to actually activate the entire back with one arm. One arm back training is absolutely crucial. You got to learn to train one arm at a time if you want true full development. So we're going to do a superset here with back. This is the Nautilus behind the neck machine, excuse me. It's a great machine. You may not have seen this before in any gym. It's a great way to do a pre-exhaust and sort of isolate the lats. And again, I'm really focusing this entire workout on just contracting. I like to start with my hands up, and then I start with my hands on the actual pads. It's a slightly different feel. It's a shame that this machine isn't in more gyms because it's a phenomenal piece to really teach you to contract the entire back and pre-exhaust without forearm fatigue. So we're progressing to a pull-down movement here. This is the Medics pull-down, a phenomenal piece. It's a leverage type lat pull-down. If any of you are familiar with Medics, it's just the finest equipment in the world. But this machine, a little weight goes a long way. The thing I love about this is I'm actually standing when I'm doing this. You can't see that because of the angle it's been taken, but I'm actually standing. I'm able to get my body directly underneath my arms and my lats, much better than you can with just a regular cable machine. So I superset from a wide to a narrow grip. These handles actually adjust in 5 or 6 different positions, which is why this is a very sought-after piece. But again, the idea is I'm retracting my scapula all the way down so I'm able to really contract my back through the full range of motion. Again, you don't need a lot of weight. And then we're moving on directly to one-arm band pullovers. This is a little different. I've got lots of pullover machines I love to use, but I often love to just switch it up a little bit. This is just using bands. Really focusing on that shortened position, and you can see in order to really activate and stimulate the lower fibers of the lat, you have to twist. There's no way you can do it without twisting. And then we kind of just superset it with the handles there. But a great way just to hit the back from all angles. So then we're going to hit some rear delts here. This is a phenomenal machine, the Nautilus Next Generation rotary torso machine. I haven't seen very many of these. The way this feels is just amazing, the contraction. And then we're supersetting this with just dumbbell rear delt flies. This is a Magnum rear delt bench, which I love. The reason is I can keep my feet back. I have no leverage and no advantage here from this position. So you can see I'm lifting my scapula up, lifting my shoulder blades up before I'm bringing my arms up. So I'm really getting full contraction, full elongation to hit the teres, the rhomboid, the subscapularis. And then we're moving directly into sort of biceps just to do it as a finishing move. This is the seated incline dumbbell curl, focusing on just keeping my elbows all the way back and supinating as much as I can and rotating my pinky up and in on the top of the movement. And this is my Medics bicep curl. I love this machine. Again, a rare machine to see. It gives me 2 or 3 or 4 more inches of range of motion at the very top of the movement. I put the seat all the way down, and I put all my feet behind me. Look at how far I can get my arms under tension that you cannot get with a regular cable machine or dumbbells. It hits the peak of the bicep better than any other machine I've ever used. And it's got that rotating pad that rotates with you, so it's not fixed. It actually rotates with you, so it's a great machine. But a great way to hit the biceps. And then the last movement we'll show you here is just a bicep pose curl I like to finish with sometimes. These track handles allow me to supinate, again, meaning that I can fully contract my biceps in and out. You can see me moving them there by rotating my hands and my pinkies in to go from full elongation to full contraction. So this is me kind of before the workout in a fasted state, messing around, contracting my back. My wife didn't really like the huge back, so I've tried to do more of a toned back. But there's lots of room for improvement, but fun just to sort of compare with videotape. It's not the best angle to really appreciate the width, but it's okay. So hope you enjoyed that video. For me, it's not really pushing hard or grinding more, but doing it much more intelligently, much more strategically, and with appropriate, correct periodization. Otherwise, it's just a waste of time, and it's more of a detriment than it is to help. I've got awesome videos to show you. Stay tuned for my gym to be built and for the most amazing equipment in the world to be all in one facility. It's absolutely going to be amazing. Nathan Clark, ChooseAnAmazingLife.com. Train your mind, transform your body. Have an awesome day.